Welcome back to the Girl Cave. Today, while I was going through my rainbow section of my papers, looking for indigo blues, I realized that I have some beautiful paper there, and I also have paper there that I'm pretty sure I would not use because they don't serve my style or my needs, meaning that they are not going to merge well with the themes and the type of layout that I scrap. So I'm going to be adding to my giveaway box from that. And also, while I was going through my dark blue papers looking for indigo blues, I found some beautiful ones. And then I thought, well, let me go through my scraps because I am actually scrapping pictures of my youngest son's quilt that I made for him when he went off to college, which I use indigo blues and creams. So then I thought, hold on, I have some beautiful indigo scraps. How about I use them to create a background, kind of like how I do with a quilt. So I'm going to piece the background, and then I'm going to use some school theme paper because it is about school. And as I was going through my school embellishments, I came across this die cut pack by Project Life, and I have 2 of these. So this is also going in my giveaway box. By the end of the year, that box is going to be jam-packed. I'm looking at it right now, and it is halfway. Let me now piece my background, and I'll come back. This is what I meant when I said that I was going to piece my mat. So I've taken, and you might want to shield your eyes for this, one of those 8.5 by 11 sheets in those hideous colors that I seriously do not understand why I bought packs and packs of them. Like, you know, the fluorescent orange, fluorescent green. So use them. Use them to create mats. So now I'm going to have less of scraps. And I'm going to have an 8.5 by 11 mat ready to use. Okay, well that's a cute little piece. That's what gets me in trouble, saving those tiny little pieces. But I'm pretty sure I could use it. Tuck it here or there. Okay, so now this paper I'm gonna place on my background paper. Then I might trim it just a little bit more. I want to see. I'm gonna place my photos here. And let's see, I might put them all together or leave a little space between them. I'm not sure. I don't want the seam in the middle. I don't like that. So I could possibly bring it up a little bit higher so that I can trim it just a little bit more. And I'm going to bring it this way and just leave myself like 1 star as the edge. And then I'm going to trim here about the same width there so that I have more space. Let me put my papers down and trim my mat, and I'll bring you along for the process. I had intended on pushing this all the way to the side and then putting my title here, but I don't think it would have fit. And I decided I might as well frame the entire layout because this is very thin paper from a paper pad. So I'm going to share with you one of my favorite money saving tips, and that is go through your paper stash, because we all have these papers that are pretty good quality that we don't love anymore. So this one is by Die Cuts with a View. It's called Once Upon a Time. It's a unicorn print. Now, when am I ever going to use a unicorn print? Because listen, I don't have girls. All I have is boys. So what I like to do is then use it to mat my entire layout, because if you notice, it has a beautiful, I mean, that would be a beautiful mat even if it were like a wide mat. But I am just going to try and bring out some of that tan, and I'm going to be very careful not to get any of the glitter. And I will frame my entire layout like that. So first of all, let me get my mug with, these are my border strips or border strippers, if you know that story. And then I hold it like that, and I can run my tape runner, and that way my paper stays nice and straight while I adhere it. And I do that a lot. I mean, that's the only way I can get my papers to stay straight. Now I can put my entire layout done. And I know that I want to see this where it says EMC square and the paper airplane, because you know, this family loves paper airplanes. This family loves planes, period. And now I'm gonna place my clusters. I've already kind of created them. So all I have to do is put them down. And again, I use scraps. This was a tiny little scrap that I had. I'm gonna place it here underneath the picture. And this is the same spot where I'm going to do my journaling. So I'm going to add a little journaling label right there. And then the other one, again, another piece of scrap that kind of looks like notebook paper. And I will place that one here, trying not to cover the plane. And then I'm going to put my title here, and I really, really hope that it will show up. So I'm just going to lay it down, and then afterwards I will go back with my liquid adhesive and make sure that they stay forever. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I will tell you that my style involves using older supplies and marrying them with newer supplies just to give them a fresh look. I love going through what I already own, and I'm actually this year I'm doing a spending freeze, and so far I've only spent $33 this year, which, to be honest with you, 30 of those $33 I feel guilt. Not guilt, but buyer's remorse. I wasn't very pleased with it, but I got caught up in the whole International Scrapbook Weekend sales and but otherwise, I don't need anything. I have more than enough supplies. The only thing that I've noticed throughout the year that I would still like to have, and I have it on my list to find, is a roller stamp with the dates. I'm on the hunt for one of those. Ooh, I have to decide, do I want to use capital letters or lowercase? So that's gonna depend on how many of these sticker letters I have left. For the vowels, I think I can use these. So my title is gonna be Blue Without You, because if you know, you know, when you take those kids off to college, oh my gosh, your heart just breaks. And I will tell you that he is my youngest of 3 boys. So when we went to drop him off at college, I honestly, I knew I was going to miss him, obviously, but I didn't think it would just be heart-wrenching like it was with the other 2, because I thought, you know, I've done this before. I know what's coming. I'm prepared. I was not prepared at all. I had to put on my sunglasses so that people could not see my red eyes. And I remember on the elevator when we were moving him into the apartment, the other moms and even the dads, they looked at me and they lowered their heads and they were sniffling too. It was just, you are never ready to let go. I don't think you are. But then, you know, you're so proud of them too and excited for them. And then they come home during the holiday break and they get all your cups dirty, all your towels dirty. And you're like, yeah, okay, it's time for you to go back to college. And then you start all over again. In the comments section below, tell me, what is your money saving tip when it comes to scrapbooking? And in the description box, I will have a link to all the other girls that are participating in this year-long challenge. You can see what they come up with. I'm always amazed at their ideas, at their ingenuity, and their creativity and style is just amazing. May make sure that I spell this correctly. Blue without. So in the description box below, there will be links to all of their channels. Every week, you will have at least one other content creator sharing their layout so that you are inspired throughout the month. And hopefully you're taking advantage of this time to go through that paper section in that particular color and get reacquainted with your supplies. Take a really good look to see if there's anything that you still need as far as that color or paper category, so that when you do go shopping, you shop with intention and you don't just buy something just because it's on sale, because I know that happens. You can fill in the gaps in your stash. To me, that's the best way to go shopping. And also, if you find supplies that you don't really need anymore, perhaps you can let somebody else have them and free up space for newer supplies that do excite you. All right, I finished this layout just in time. The thunderstorms are rolling in. I am in Florida, and every afternoon, starting at 3 p.m., the storms come rolling in. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Please, if you enjoyed this video and if you enjoy using older supplies and incorporating them into the newer collections, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you be part of my community. And if you are indeed following along with us in this year-long challenge through the rainbow, please join my Facebook group, Crafting in the Girl Cave, and share your layout with me. I love to see your layouts because there is so much inspiration and talent out there. It is fantastic. I'll see you again next week. Bye.